Hey everybody, off the top rope here, off the Mike Sports Network. So need to address something. There has been a small minority of the wrestling fan base or the wrestling internet wrestling community that is not happy with the John Cena first ever heel promo that he cut in Brussels, Belgium on Monday for Monday Night Raw. Um, Listen, some of you people I think are just trying to be different because it was universally and critically acclaimed by most people within the wrestling industry across the board have thought that this is one of the great segments that Monday Night Raw has ever done. I am in agreement with that. There were some small quibbles, some small issues that I had that I will address here, but I need to set the record straight. If you didn't like or understand this promo, then you don't know wrestling as far as I'm concerned because listen, I get it that some people were a little bit weirded out by John Cena just completely turning on the fans and saying, "Man, I've done so much for you and now you turn your back on me." I was like, "John, we've loved you pretty much like universally. The Let's Go Cena sucks stuff went away right around COVID. And since, he came back in 2021, he's been sporadically around, but he's been universally beloved in the wrestling space, like really, I'd say for like the last 5 years. Uh, and so my thing here is that promo felt like the promo that he was going to cut 13 years ago when he was on the verge of turning heel against The Rock. So it feels like he has been holding on to this for a long time. It's no secret that John has wanted to turn heel for years. And Vince McMahon would not make him do it because he thought it was bad business and it was too much of a risk because there was no other babyface outside of John Cena that could really shoulder the load. They tried to do it with Roman Reigns and they never felt comfortable doing it. Now they have somebody like Cody and they're doing it. And it just so happens to be when John's about to retire. And so in that respect, I can understand why some people are frustrated. That still doesn't make this a terrible segment. This was an awesome segment. The crowd made it feel real. And to be honest with you, I totally see it from the John Cena perspective. This guy has been the poster boy, good or bad, for WWE for the last 20, almost 25 years. Since he became a babyface in 2003, and really he became like about the poster boy of this company about 20 years ago in 2005 when he won his first WWE title over JBL, WrestleMania 21 at the then Staples Center, now Crypto.com Arena. And John Cena from then on was the face of this company, really the face that ran the place. He was the guy. And he granted wishes. And even when he was getting universally booed, he kept a smile on his face. He was always like a company man. And so now he reaches his breaking point, and that's totally fine. Another issue that I may have had is what role does The Rock have in this? What is he manipulating him in terms of believing, hey, they've turned on you. Cody's the guy. He took your spot, whatever. What is the role of number 17 in the desperation of him, not winning a one-on-one singles match in like, I think 7 years? Going into this match at WrestleMania, he's won an Elimination Chamber, but that was not a one-on-one singles match. He hasn't won one of those matches in a long time. It's been forever since John Cena won a one-on-one singles match in his career. He's won some tags, and that's great, but that was a couple of things that was left out. But again, here we are recording this March 18th. We're about a calendar month away from WrestleMania. Cody stood on his feet and, stood strong. Some people are like, yeah, we got crybaby bitch Cena. It's like, guys, he's retiring. And clearly the pressure of knowing that it's almost over and, a lot of emotions come through you. That could be what this is. There's a lot of mystery still around this, and it still was a really good segment. So I don't get why people are just upset that they didn't get all of their questions answered. Guys, this is an episodic television show. Yeah, John Cena wasn't on for 2 weeks, but you watched, right? And now you're going to watch next week when he's in Scotland. And I think The Rock might be there. I'm not sure. But Cody and John are going to be in the building in Scotland next week, which is going to be great. And we'll see where that goes, and then we'll obviously, piece this thing together towards the end of the month, and then we get to Vegas, and it's just this is gonna be awesome. This is a money match. You guys can go back on the channel. I was not into the idea of Cody Rhodes, John Cena because I thought it would have been very formulaic. I didn't think they would turn John Cena heel. And then they did. And yeah, everybody was like, yeah, we wanted to see cool John Cena. Guys, you want to see cool John Cena and have Cody Rhodes, your top baby face, potentially get booed or be at risk of being booed? There's a reason why John Cena went out there and totally trashed the fans and called it a dysfunctional relationship and was volatile and really combative. And there was a reason why he came out that way with the different demeanor. Because and he didn't change his image at all. He still was in the jorts and the color coded t-shirt. Like he's not going to cave into the fans. He should not be getting cheered in this feud. And that is a testament to how selfless John Cena is in wanting to put the stamp of approval on Cody Rhodes, because that's what this is really about. So if you can't see that, I'm doing the John Cena thing, and I don't know if he'll do that during the heel run. If you cannot see that, then I don't know why you're watching professional wrestling. I don't know why you're watching this product, because having a cool heel, like, that's great, but then that puts your top babyface, the guy who's your champion in Cody Rhodes, at risk and could turn on him and turn him into the situation that you had with John Cena 20 years ago. So I understand that this maybe was not like what everybody was expecting, but I think it was an absolute grand slam of a segment. This was about as close to a picture perfect segment, from the crowd to Cody's reaction and just being very brief and, attacking John and, being very brief with his words, no physicality. Like John getting a lot off of his chest in terms of his frustration, still leaving you wanting more in the next coming weeks in the build to this match at WrestleMania. I don't see why there's a problem with this segment. And I've seen a lot of people on the internet who are doing this, and that leads me to this conclusion. You are just a contrarian, or you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. This was about as close to a good an amazing segment as you could get. One of the best Raw segments I've ever seen in my entire life. One of the best television segments WWE has ever done. 30 minutes, it flew by. It was just, as the kids say, cinema. It was cinema. So listen, you could have quibbles about it, like in terms of like, some small logic points here, but those are going to probably get cleared up in the build of this. They're leaving points out because they want to, keep you tuned in to come back for more. But this wasn't bad. I don't understand why people didn't like this. This was a really bizarre, a little bit of controversy that came across the internet in the last couple of days. I think they did absolutely everything right. Yeah, it was a little bit jarring to hear the trombones and, John Cena's old music, but he cleared that up. He was like saying, that's my voice in there. I'm not getting rid of that. I'm not changing shit for you. I mean, and also the great line. Another thing that people were mad with. I'm not a babyface. I'm not a heel. I'm a human being. Like, some people were like, man, he just killed kayfabe. Guys, first of all, kayfabe has been dead for a long time. John Cena, this has been talked about in multiple places, even on WWE television, about this heel turn. So him saying that and making it more real, some people are saying it's inauthentic. Guys, it's so very clear that I don't know if he actually feels this real way, but he was clearly holding on to this and probably had this promo stowed away in his holster and maybe had it written down for at least a decade. Because some of it didn't really check out with where we're at, because John Cena has, like I said, been universally beloved for the last 5 years. It's the Cena sucks stuff has really become a minority of the fan base before this heel turn. So, I didn't think they'd do it. I didn't think it would be good business, but everything that they have done from, the turn at Elimination Chamber to now has been about as good as you could get. I cannot wait to see this match. I cannot wait to see their segment on Raw. This is about as big of a match as you can do outside of Rock Roman. That's it. So, kudos to WWE for taking risks, doing things a little bit differently. Just because it doesn't register with you, doesn't mean that it was bad. You can feel how you want to feel, but as far as I'm concerned, this is my opinion. You're just a contrarian or you're an idiot if you didn't understand why they did certain things in this segment. He could not be a cool heel because otherwise he's going to get cheered. They don't want him cheered. They want Cody to get cheered. That's it. Okay. And all this other stuff, like I said, some minor quibbles with what happened in Belgium. But to me, it hit all the right notes. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. We're almost at 800 subscribers. Appreciate y'all tuning in. I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.